YouTube's been a hot mess. I've been a hot mess. I look like a hot mess. Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. I wanted to film a little chatty, sit down, get ready with me. I wanted to catch up and I feel like things have been all over the place. My YouTube's been all over the place. My life has been all over the place. And I feel like we just need like one video where I can go over all the topics and just like chat. This is gonna be a very chatty, like non-scripted. Not that any of my videos are scripted. I'm just gonna do my makeup. I have my makeup in my little makeup bag and we're just gonna catch up on all the things that I'm excited about or things in my life, things that we're thinking about, just kind of like letting you just like reconnecting because my YouTube's been a hot mess. I've been a hot mess. I look like a hot mess. Coffee as per usual. I don't think I need this. This is my second one of the day. I am pairing this with a massive water because I feel like I need to offset. It's gonna be a lot of caffeine for me. I need to go get my contacts because I am gonna get ready while we chat. My hair is all over the place. I slept on it wet, so I'm gonna let it do its thing. Probably straighten it at some point today, but it's like kind of wavy, kind of straight. I wanted to just catch up and share kind of like where I'm at in life, what I'm currently doing, just like how life has been. It has not been the smoothest of months. I feel like you guys can kind of tell by me being MIA from YouTube and just like everything I've spoken about in my videos, but I feel like this is the one place that I'm gonna kind of compile all my thoughts from the last while. Some good things, some not so good things, just kind of like life, you know? That is literally life. I did get new glasses. I've been trying to wear them more often because my eye doctor was like, your eyes are so irritated, you need to not wear contacts as often. So with that said, I am gonna put my contacts in because I'm going shopping. I'm getting ready because I'm gonna take myself to the thrift store later today and I need to see the outfits without my glasses on, and I cannot do that if I don't have my contacts in. So that's why we're putting them in today, but I wore them all day yesterday. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying. My makeup routine has not changed much at all since I last did this kind of video like 2 months ago. So it's gonna be all like the same products pretty much. I don't film these videos for the products, I film for the apps. So my camera SD card already filled up. So sorry if this angle just changed, but I don't film these videos to share the products. I film for the yaps. If you're not interested in certain topics, I will leave timestamps on the video, so you are welcome to go and click through that if you want something different. My hair is just crazy today. She's getting real long too. I'm gonna do a cut before we go on our trip. We are going on a trip and I will be sharing it. We're going to Cape Town and I'm so excited, so I'll be talking about that in this video as well. My hair is definitely getting wavier. The regrowth of my hair, it used to be really wavy, like during COVID. I like kind of was taking care of it and like letting it stop. I stopped using heat for a couple years and like to have my hair grow back because it stopped growing for a while, and it kind of stopped like over the last year. It stopped not growing, but it stopped getting wavy and my hair is just like this wavy straight, whatever. Okay, not important. I'm just kind of bore you hair talk when that's not why you've clicked on this video. I'll share the products I use, but this video is not for that. But I have mastered a bit of a makeup routine over the last like year that I have been very happy with for the most part. I'm not the greatest at makeup, but again, I'm here to yap. I wanted to kind of talk about how I've been doing lately, just like where I'm at. The last time I filmed a video like this, I was just turning 25. I had got a new job. We moved apartments. Things were like all over the place. They still kind of are, but in a less chaotic feeling way. Things definitely feel a bit more settled now, which is great, but they still feel all over the place. I'm using the e.l.f. Suntouchable Whoa Glow. I love this stuff. We've been adjusting to the new apartment. I have adjusted to my new job for the most part, and I've been feeling good about those things. However, my personal routine is still like suffering. I squeezed way too much of this out. I don't see Tyron as much as I would like to. I am at work all the time. This is so much. I need to get this off my hand. My life is work, and that is never something that I wanted for myself ever, like especially having to work for someone else. Ever since I took on a management role, it has literally been all work, very little enjoyment. And I feel like over time you learn to get used to the routine, but I don't like that. Like I don't want my life to be filled with work the way that it has been. I've spoken about this before. It is just like a means to an end right now because we are, you know, making money, we're buying a house, all of that, but it really is not something that I want to do long term. I love my job, I love my team, but I don't like how much time is dedicated to that. Like, I work 10 hours a day, sometimes more. It's really interesting because the people that I work with, some are completely fine with the type of schedule that we have and some are not at all. And I'm learning that like everybody's so different, you know? Like, I think the people who have found their way with the routine and schedule are the people that like are dedicated to this type of work and want to do this long term. So they're like, this is the job, this is the role, and I'm just going to like give it 100% and give my personal life 100% with it. For me, it's temporary. It's not what I want to do with my life. And I think I'm also a sleeper. I love to sleep. I love having enough energy in the day. I never have enough energy in my day these days, if that makes sense. I am using the e.l.f. Creamy Concealer. This reminds me of the NARS, I don't even know what it's called. It's NARS though, the NARS Creamy Concealer. It reminds me of it. Not exactly the same, but it's really great. So I had to share because I've been using this for a long time and it's very similar. It works for me personally. I've seen mixed reviews on it. But I feel like some people are really comfortable with the schedule. I am not. I really like my sleep. I like having more time in the day for like personal things, to work on YouTube, to work out. Like, I don't want to force myself to be exhausted all the time to do the things I want to do with my life. And again, some people are different and like are completely fine with it. I'm not one of those people. And maybe this is just me giving up and people are saying like, Jill, you just gotta kind of stick it out, deal with it, figure it out. Like, I've kind of accepted that this is like just something that I have a hard time with. I've kind of let myself get to this understanding where I'm not gonna be able to do it all. I'm just not that type of person. But like, that's where then I'm like, well, people are probably gonna say, well, you can be that type of person if you just like put your mind and your energy into it. But I just feel like I never have energy at all. I feel exhausted all the time. I've gotten comments on my channel before where people are like, you should be grateful, like telling me how to feel because I have all these great things, the new apartment, the job, the house we're buying, which we'll get into, and I am so incredibly grateful. But that doesn't mean that all my time and energy has not been focused on those things where my taking care of myself, my body, and my mind has kind of taken the back seat to that. And I have no energy and I'm exhausted because I've worked so hard to get these other things. I don't know if you can do it all. I don't know if there is ever a phase where like everything is at 100%. I don't know. Maybe you guys have some experience in that I do not, but I am genuinely exhausted all the time. That's kind of where I'm at in my day-to-day. And so then like other things are suffering because of it. Like, I don't really work out. I'm struggling with YouTube. I don't have really time for myself. Like, I don't really have alone time. That's pretty much all there is to it. Like, it's not really me complaining. It's kind of just me sharing like what the day-to-day schedule looks like. And maybe you guys have some advice. I don't know. I don't think I'm lazy by any means. I just am like tired. Also, using the NYX brow glue for my eyebrows. I like to give my face time to dry because I have a pressed powder and it looks kind of clumpy when I put it on right after my creamy products. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know makeup. It's just something I noticed. So I like to take this time to put my brow glue in so then this can dry by the time I get to my eyebrows. And that's kind of where I'm at, like how I'm doing. I'm like not bad. I'm just not at 100% of where I want to be yet. I'm less like in survival mode with this part of my life and I've kind of just am like accepted that this is what it is, and I'm kind of just, I've calmed down a little bit with feeling like I need to do it all. I've just kind of accepted that I just like, I can't do it all right now. That's where we're at. I wanted to talk about like the Cape Town house and moving and our trip, all those things. I think I'm gonna just do it in order of the trip and why we're going, and then that will go into the topic of the house and then moving and all the things that I want to talk about. So Tyron and I, in a couple weeks, we are going to South Africa. I did film a vlog where I like spoke about us. I think we're gonna have to, and I was looking into flights. We did book the trip, and I am going to be sharing, I'm gonna be sharing the trip. I'm going to be sharing like prepping to travel because we haven't gone anywhere in 2 years, and the last time we traveled was when we went to Cape Town the last time. So I'm so excited for it. I literally cannot wait. I miss South Africa so much. It is my second home. Tyron's family is there and he hasn't seen them in 2 years. I haven't seen them in 2 years and I miss them so much. I feel very lucky to have them in my life, and I very much miss them, and I miss Cape Town. Cape Town is one of the best cities in the entire world. Anyone who has ever been to South Africa and Cape Town knows how magnetic and magical the city is and the country, and I don't know how to explain it. You kind of just have to go and experience it, but something about it. Cape Town is like a hiking, surfing, beachy city in South Africa. It's incredible. Like, there's so much to do. Anything you want is there. The people are incredible. The vibe is just so good. And it's just like, there's something about it. So we are going on a trip to Cape Town because we are going to buy a house. I mentioned that in like my payday routines, my life, a vlog where I was like coming back to YouTube. Oh, by the way, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match press powder. This is new to me. I need a new face press powder pad thing. This is incredible. Like, let me show you on my forehead. It's like the perfect spot to show how like shiny my forehead is and how not shiny it's about to be. Ready? You can see the difference, right? That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, if any product I'm influencing, it's this one. Like, that's insane. Like, you can see that little spot. Yeah. Crazy. So we are going to buy a house. This isn't I guess in a way an investment property. This is not a house for Tyron and I to live in. We never intended to live in it. Other people will be living in it, and of course like paying rent, and we will own the home. This is something we've been wanting to do for a very long time. It's always been the goal. Once we buy a home in South Africa, then we will focus on other goals in South Africa and in the US for like home buying, property, and like other parts of life that we're trying to achieve. But we wanted to own property somewhere. That was important to us. We did put an offer in on a house a couple months back, and we did get our offer accepted, which is so cool and exciting. So why we're going so soon, we were supposed to go like at some point this summer, but because of the house buying process, the timeline actually went a lot quicker than we anticipated. We were thinking it was going to be a couple months longer. That's what we were told, but they were like, if you can get here this month, we need you here. So we need to open a bank account for the loan. So that's kind of the update of why we're going to Cape Town. But I know a lot of people are like, are you moving to Cape Town? Or are you like, is this a vacation home? It's not. This is not, we're not gonna be living in it, but we are going to own property, which is very exciting. That's why we're going to Cape Town. We're gonna be there for just about a week. With traveling, we're gonna be away for almost 2 weeks just because of how long it takes, the flight, all the things. We're not doing a direct flight this time, which is very unfortunate, but it was very expensive. So I will film a whole travel vlog, and I want to share like the airline and the experience and the layover and all the things. I'm so excited. I have all these videos planned for, well, all these, it's like 3, but I have a bunch of travel videos planned, 3, and I'm just so excited. This side of me, I feel like has not been able to come out as much over the years because we haven't traveled in years, basically. Tyron and I traveled the world when we kind of first got together. It was like within our first 2 years of dating, we traveled the world. We went to South Africa, different European countries, and Southeast Asian countries, and it was truly one of the best experiences ever. If you are like newer here, you may not have known that, 'cause it's not something I talk about like all the time. It just kind of pops up here and there. But we love traveling, and I love just like being free to do as I please and be on my own schedule. And I've always liked this. Like, we traveled for about 7 months, and then I went back to South Africa in like 3-month increments over the years during COVID. So I've never liked being on a schedule or someone else's timeline. So this is not a new thing, you know, because some people are like, you know, once they're on vacation for a while, they're ready to get back to work. Not me. Not me, and that's okay. I'm just like, I've always been like that. So that's something that has not changed about me. Also, I was using the e.l.f. powder in the shade Always Rosy. It's almost done. I need to get a new blush actually before our trip, and I'm using the Revolution makeup highlighter. This highlighter is incredible. She is stunning. We're very excited to go back to Cape Town. We are going to be packing a lot into the trip. It is going to be a planned trip. We're not going to go with the flow as much as we normally do when we go back, because we don't have enough time to do that. We want to do all the things that we love to do, and we don't want to waste a second there. This is the shortest trip we've ever done, but it was too short minute to plan a longer trip between like money we currently have, just being away from work during the busy season here. We cannot go for longer, unfortunately, but we're gonna just be grateful for any time we get with the family. We're gonna see them like every day. The last time I was there, it was I think I spaced it out well. I didn't really show the clips when we were with family, but I showed everything like outside of that. That's just like a personal part of our life that I like to keep private. So, and I just want to enjoy the time we have with them without even thinking about vlogging. I will be doing a lot during that week when we go. So very, very excited. I am putting highlighter on under my eyebrows as well. I do under my eyebrows, and I do on my cheekbones and my nose. Buying a house. We are not moving to South Africa. However, we have spoken about moving elsewhere. We have spoken about moving up north at some point, back to Rhode Island. Nothing specific in the works currently, but it is more of a conversation lately. Just like as I get older, as my mom gets older. Mom, if you're watching, you're not old, but time keeps going. I've been away from home longer in my adult life than I have been at home, and it is something that I'm starting to not regret, because all my time away I've learned so much. I've met the people that I've been supposed to meet in my life. I've had the experiences I was supposed to have, and now I'm getting massive chills, and I don't know why. I think I'm getting emotional. What the fuck? Why am I getting the chills? I feel very grateful. However, I miss home. I miss my best friend. I miss my mom. I miss New England. I'm from Rhode Island if you're new here, and there's just something so special about it. It is such a special place. I grew up in such a safe community, a very small beach town in Rhode Island, and I'm very lucky to be from there. And I think the more I've been away from home, the more it's made me appreciate home. I needed to leave when I left. I had always dreamed about leaving Rhode Island and leaving my tiny town. It's very suffocating when you grow up like that, because it's just like you go to the school with the same people, you see the same people out all the time, the same people you've known since you were in diapers know you as an adult. Like, just a very small community, and there's beauty in that, but also when you are trying to learn and grow, you need to leave sometimes, and I needed to leave. I was one of the people that had to leave to learn and to grow and to experience. I had always wanted to travel and see the world. I grew up a Jehovah's Witness. I am no longer. I needed to leave. So I left the religion and I left Rhode Island as well. I needed to get out. So I am so grateful that I did, but also I cannot picture the next phase in my life not being home and enjoying it. I just like, Florida's been a great transition place for me, and I've spoken about this for like a couple years now that we've lived here. It's never been the time to go, and it's still not completely the time yet, but the time is coming and I can feel it coming. So that, I wanted to mention that on the topic of like, no, we're not moving to Cape Town. Yes, we're going to travel there. Do we want more property there at some point? Yes, the goal is to be bi-coastal, to live in Rhode Island and in Cape Town. So at some point we will do all of the above. We have family in both, and I want to spend equal amounts of time with both. And at some point when we do have a family, I don't know why I'm dumping all this on you right now, but I'm gonna just keep going, because that's where I'm at mentally. Like, so I'm thinking about all these things right now, and I want you to be like here for like my thought process. So that's currently where I'm at. Nothing specific right now, but we're definitely looking into what that might look like for us once our lease ends here, which is not till January, but it's already almost May, so the time goes by quick, you know? I am nervous for the day that we move home, because I live in a seasonal place and I've always worked a seasonal job, but I also know I don't want to work in this industry forever, so maybe it will be the time to not work in this industry when I move back. We shall see. Things are still like up in the air, but I'm getting to a point in my life, and maybe this is a weird thing to say, and I don't want it to make it sound like finances aren't important, but I feel like we've made a lot of our decisions around money, and like money was the reason why we did all the things we have done the last few years, because we had debt to pay off or trying to buy a house. Like, that's all expensive. But I think at some point you have to think of things for your own happiness and for your own well-being. And I don't mean go buy a yacht or something like that. If you can, that's amazing. I am jealous, especially moving back to Rhode Island. A lot of people have boats. I was telling Tyron the other day, like, I want to start making decisions that are based around other things, and the money will work itself out. Like, we will figure out the finances, but we need to figure out where we want to be, what we want our day-to-day to look like, and then the money we will figure out based on what we want to do, if that makes sense. Because I've always made decisions based on money, and always from like a fear-based mindset when it comes to money, or like a lacking of, because we never really had money growing up. All this, so many thoughts, so much word dumping, but this is all kind of like where I'm at in life. Like, I'm just thinking about my job and my career right now. I'm thinking about like being 25, how I've been away from home for so long, the next phase in life Tyron and I want to be, like where we want to go, who we want to be surrounded by. And I think that's starting to become the priority over money, because it doesn't need to be as much of a priority anymore. It's still very important. I'm not saying it's not, but it doesn't need to be the main deciding factor of every decision. Like, we came to Florida because we were going to be in one place, and we were going to pay off debt, and we were going to save money, and where we currently are working, he makes decent money. That is everything in one breath. That is where I'm at mentally right now, and everything I've been thinking about when I have a chance to think outside of working 10 plus hours a day. I'm using the e.l.f. Lash Roll Mascara. I've been using this for a while. I bought it originally because it was cheap, and I've kept it because it's a pretty good mascara and it's cheap. So that, I feel like I'm just like word dumping on you guys, and I hope that's okay because that's really where I'm at. I've spoken about work and how I'm doing. No personal routine. The apartment, the house, Cape Town, moving home, kind of like where we're at mentally. That's really what we've been thinking about. No real life update right now, but it is something that I've been thinking about a lot in my day-to-day, and I feel like I want to share that because that's something that I've been thinking about. Oh, I also wanted to talk about my mental health a little bit. I have thought about going back to therapy. I went to therapy a couple years ago, and then I moved out of Florida for the summer season because we were working seasonally at the time, and I kind of just stopped going. I tried to do like virtual therapy, but it never worked out where I would like get an appointment, or it didn't work out, so I kind of just like stopped going. But I have thought about going again because I've been dealing with a lot of, I've always dealt with mental health, but I just never knew what it was. I've thought about going to a psychiatrist, but honestly, if I'm being transparent, it scares me. I am nervous. I feel like a lot of us deal with mental health, and it's something that I've like dabbled on my YouTube, but I feel like because it's not as severe, or in my head it's not as severe as other people, like I almost feel like I can't talk about it because I'm not an expert in it, and I also don't want to take away from anyone's experience or say the wrong thing or say the uneducated thing, because I really don't know what I'm talking about with it, so I don't want to like unintentionally say the wrong thing or harm. I don't know. I don't want my words to affect someone else in a negative way, so I'm very mindful when I talk about these things, but it's something I have been thinking about lately. So I am looking to possibly go back to therapy. I am very scared to do it. I know it's good. I know it's good for you. And if I want to just like continue to better myself as a person, I think it is something I should consider doing. I need to charge my camera. Hold please. Okay, I'm back. My camera it's something I've been thinking about a lot because I feel like we were raised by a generation that was not the greatest at bettering themselves, and at least people in my life, and that was never really spoken about, and addiction as well. And I can't speak for those people that deal with those things. Some of the people in my life that struggled with those things, they faced it head on and they would seek assistance, and others did not. And I'm nervous for both. I don't know how to explain this. I'm nervous to possibly be like diagnosed with something and then like feel like I have to go on medication, though medication isn't bad, it is a tool. However, I think my fear of going on medication is the thought of going off of medication, and then it becomes something like very difficult to get off of. And I also know it's a tool, so I'm not like villainizing it in my head. These are just my thoughts, like my thoughts going into it. That was a lot to say. That made me very stressed out to say, but I'm gonna keep it in because it's how I'm currently doing. But I do think bettering yourself as an individual and facing your issues head on is very important. And I think it's really important to continue to try to improve and take care of yourself. And when I went to therapy a few years ago, I did learn a lot of tools that were helpful. However, I do think at this point in my life, I might need some new tools. I think I could use some new tools in my toolbox. So just to help me deal and like understand my own brain a bit better. But then it's like trying to find the right therapist. Like that's scary because it's like, what if we don't like vibe and like it's just not working? Like that's another thing that you have to think about. And I'm not trying to stress anyone out. I'm so sorry. I'm just thinking through my own brain and where I'm currently at in the day-to-day. But I will say on a positive note, I think it's really beneficial. To understand myself. I think if I want to be a mother one day and if I want to like care for other little humans, then it has to start with me, you know? And again, this is not a pregnancy announcement. I'm not pregnant, but it is something that I think about in advance because I think I saw a lot of people growing up, especially being raised a Jehovah's Witness, who did not do things that were good for them and did not take care of themselves. And even ones that I grew up with that were not, same thing, did not take care of themselves. They ended up like being that way today still. And I can't speak for anyone else's journey, but I think for me personally, I need to do these things to continue to be the best person and the best version of myself that I can be. Using the L'Oreal, is this L'Oreal? Yes. The Brow Stylist Definer. I love this thing. It's in the shade Brunette. My eyebrows always look so good. I do have like a natural arch in my eyebrows, but just like a little fill-in, it makes all the difference. So yes, that was very vulnerable, and it makes me stressed out to even like talk about it or share about it, but I film YouTube videos to share my life and to share my experiences and how I'm doing. And I think one day I'll be very grateful to look back at a video like this and be like, this is where I was at and this is what I did to get to the next part of my life or next phase of my life. And I'm just very proud of myself. I think that I've learned a lot in my early 20s, and now that I'm in my mid 20s, I am a bit, I don't want to say all over the place, but I'm just like, it's that like, it's that bridging that gap between like early adulthood of like early 20s and like, okay, I'm an adult, you know? And just like, I'm aware of myself and things I need to work on. And I think that it's my responsibility to do that as an individual. So that is where I'm at. What the eyebrows look like filled in. I think they look good. Makeup is done. I do need to do my hair still, but I'll probably do that off camera. I think this is a great place to be good. Not to end on a heavy topic, but in my head, that wasn't heavy or bad. It's actually like a good thing, because it's like, okay, I can like, I'm trying to take care of me and I'm trying to focus on me and the good things, and I will get there. It's just, it takes time. And I'm learning that the older I get. Like, I used to want to like rush everything, and everything needed to be figured out right away. And I'm quickly learning that like things take time, but like I still have to take the initiative to do things. But like sometimes you just have to like give things a minute and let things like play out for you. So that is where we are at. One more thing. The most important thing is lip gloss. My favorite lip gloss ever, the L'Oreal Yummy Gloss. This is in the shade Havana Good Time, like having a good time. I love this lip gloss. I think it looks so good on. Cute. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see my makeup in this lighting at all. Maybe if I get more lighting. This is what the makeup turned out. I think it looks good. I am now gonna go thrifting because I have to go shopping for my trip. With that said, definitely chat with me in the comments. How's life been for you? Where are you guys at? What are you thinking about? What are you working on? Where are you at? Like, what chapter of life are you in? I feel like that's like the best way to describe this video is like, I'm in this like transition chapter now where I'm like looking at the past, learning and reflecting, and I'm proud of like where I've come. And now I'm also looking to the future and like, okay, what is that gonna look like now? And that's like everything with the house and with talking about possibly moving back up north at some point and my mental health and all the things. That is where I'm at. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Whenever you're watching this video, my hair needs some styling. So that's my next thing. I will chat with you guys in the next vlog and in the comments. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Whenever you're watching this, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.